You are now watching the Movie Juice Podcast.
The juice is loose.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Movie Juice Podcast. I'm Dylan.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm James.
Movie Juice, Movie Juice, Movie Juice, Movie Juice, Movie Juice.
Juice the movie. Gosh, freaking idiot.
Oh yeah! Give me your tots.
Are you gonna finish your tater tots?
No, fuck off, they're mine. Fuck you, man.
Idiot! Gosh! Gross!
Hello! We watched Napoleon Dynamite this week.
Yes, we did.
If you couldn't fucking tell.
The movie came out. Let's do a little bit of research here.
Came out in 2004, I
Came
believe.
out in 2004.
I thought it was like earlier before that until I got to the end of the credits. Like, 2004.
Debuted at Sundance January 17th, 2004, and came out theatrically June 11th, 2004.
Wasn't that the same year that
National Treasure came out?
Yeah,
I believe so.
It's also 20 years old.
SpongeBob SquarePants
Jesus
movie also
Christ.
came out.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that on Paramount.
Yeah, dude.
Goddamn, we should do that too.
The budget for this movie was $400,000.
I believe that.
Box office total made $46.1 million.
That is a crazy turnaround.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Also, Hilary Duff's sister, Haley Duff, is in this film.
That was her, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the mean blonde girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah, I think this is the only
Summer
movie
Wheatley.
I think this is the only movie she's ever been in.
Yeah, because I remember like I would see her with Hillary like on like certain things with Disney, but like she never really did anything else.
Yeah.
What a fucking movie.
Dude, yeah, this movie's great. It's one of my personal favorites.
Same.
It's a good one for sure.
We watched it all the time in youth because my pastor loved that movie.
Yep.
He would always quote it.
I would rent it from the community video all the fucking time.
But not as much as Good Burger.
No, this movie was popular, so they had like multiple copies.
Right, oh, they knew.
Yeah, whenever I would rent Good Burger, they at one point they're just like, "Hey, you're the only one that rents this. Just keep it. Don't even bother bringing it back."
Thank you, I guess.
But yeah, Napoleon Dynamite was pretty popular, so I would rent this. This is when my parents started letting me rent two movies. I would rent this and Recess and School's Out.
That's a good movie
It is a
too.
good movie.
So,
I haven't watched it as an adult. It'd probably hit hard.
Probably.
would you guys recommend this movie?
Absolutely. It's
Hands
one of those
down.
movies that you
Absolutely.
gotta watch, man. It's good.
Yeah, it's like something.
It's like I wouldn't say like it's like a great movie overall.
No.
Cause it's dumb.
It's
But like
dumb
it's
as
so
hell.
it's just
But I
a
would-
good fun watch where if you want
Yeah.
to laugh, you'll laugh.
And it's like, it's pretty short too.
Yeah,
It's like literally like an hour and a half. I think.
Yeah, it's like 95 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good cheeky fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I also like that it's kind of like one of those movies where you really can't tell what time period they're in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like sometime like the 90s.
Because like he's got that fucking long ass fucking cord phone.
Yeah.
He's able to go all the way outside with it.
But they have computers and they have like
Yeah.
the fucking... He got like instant message chat rooms and
Yeah.
stuff.
To talk to LaFonda.
And really the only the only thing that references time at all is like Uncle Rico talks about like 82.
Yeah.
So you know
Yeah.
it's past then. So.
Yeah.
Right.
So, man, if I could go back to high school 82, I'd take state.
Okay, buddy.
Uncle Rico reminds me of some of the dudes that I went to high school with.
Yeah. Who can't let it fucking go.
They can't let it go.
There was an NFL player that looked like Uncle Rico, Gardner Minshew.
Interesting.
Yeah, he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars his debut season. I don't know who he plays for now.
Probably
There's this
nobody.
dude that we went to high school with that I see around sometimes, and I just know he's like thinking like, God, I wish I was still playing football. in
I
high
know quite a
school."
bit of those from high
And
school.
I'm just like, you look like a douche still. Oh my
I know
God.
quite a... My high school reunion's coming up, and I'll probably have to see them again.
Yeah. Are y'all we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Put that on wax.
should we start the movie? Should we
The
start talking
juicing
about
process?
Start
The
the
juice?
start the. That sounded kind of like a blowjob.
Like one too.
That was me squishing it and
That's-
making it juicy.
Hell
But
yeah.
I can understand why that looks like me double handing a dong.
Yeah. Sorry, audio listeners. You don't get to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Only
You're all
listeners.
audio
Yeah.
listeners.
We don't do
One day we'll
video.
start filming.
Maybe.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
We just need a cool backdrop.
Yeah.
This is
not
not
this
it.
basement.
Yeah, basement's kind of horror, kind of horror-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
we talked about that for long legs because we thought
Yeah.
that guy could be hiding back there.
You know, honestly, I feel like my game room could be a video one.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Especially if I got all my pops
That's
and
just
set them
further to
up.
drive.
Yeah.
For me.
I think it'd be a good
No,
backdrop.
you can just drive here, and I can just drive us there.
There we go. That works.
The research department agreed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
they looked up.
Wait,
and-
Thanks,
how are they
research
the research department, but I research things over here? Good job, research department.
You're slacking. It's cool to have more than one person for the research department now.
starting to gain a following, bro.
Yeah, we did it. We're going places.
We can do a live audience one day.
Hey.
Dude, that's gonna take time.
Yeah. Anyway, so the movie opens with some music. I think.
Yeah. It opens.
So it's got like a bunch of like indie shit.
It's just it just sounds like generic music.
Well, no, it starts with White Stripes. My bad. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, we are gonna be friends.
We're just gonna be friends.
We are gonna be friends. Yeah, the opening like little thing has like all the different meals that he would eat.
Yeah.
So, like a burrito and rice and
Steak.
steak.
The burger. Because it ends with a burger. Because then he puts the bar on top.
Just telling you who's all in the movie, who directed the movie, all basic opening credit bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, now how does the movie start?
Well, walks out of his house, and then the bus pulls up. He gets on the bus, and then this kid is just like, "What are you gonna do today, Napoleon?" He's like, "Whatever I feel like it."
Gosh.
And then just takes this little like figure out of his book bag and untwirls it and just throws it out the fucking window and drags it.
It looks like one of those wrestling figures that like your mom would get you at the dollar store and bring
I
home.
thought it was Stretch Armstrong at first, but then it was like hard plastic. I was like, it's not.
Yeah, it's like a mashup of just popular wrestlers' names.
Yeah.
It's like Steve Jericho.
Yeah, dude. You had those too, right? I had a few of those.
Yeah, Papa Nell would buy me a bunch of them from Big Lot or Roses.
I'd get them from the Dollar General right there in Mountain View.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whenever it was beside the food line. But anyway, and then they go to school, and he has like a sweet, like his binder, or what are those things called?
Folders?
No.
Cow keeper?
His Trapper Keeper is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so weird. And he's sitting in class, and he's drawing like a
unicorn.
Yeah, he's
it's
drawing
like,
unicorns.
It's like a unicorn that's farting.
Yeah. And then he gets called to the front, and what the fuck does he say? He starts talking about.
It's like a report or something.
Yeah, it's like a report that he has to, like, I guess he's doing like current events or something.
Yeah.
And he talks about like Japanese researchers dropping something into Loch Ness to like talk to the Loch Ness
Nessie.
to the Loch Ness monster. Yeah. And then you immediately just like, what the fuck is this movie?
I love like the jock in the movie because he's like sitting at his desk leaning. He's like, what the fuck? Like, his face is just what?
He's like such a douche, but he's also like everyone in the audience at the exact same time.
Because then it cuts to him after locker. He just has Napoleon in a headlock.
He's like, stop! Gosh!
Freaking idiot!
And he does like that one kick, like when he walks away, he's like, oh, freaking idiot.
It was awesome, dude.
And then he walks up to, I guess, either like school
I think it's
secretary
like
or
I
nurse.
think so.
And he says he doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
He's like, can I use the phone?
Why? I was like, I don't feel good. Gosh. And he calls and his brother Kip answers.
He's like, Kip, I don't feel good. Where's Grandma?
Where's Grandma?
So he's getting her hair done.
She's getting her hair done.
Just go get her for me.
And then he's like, can you at least bring me my chapstick?
No.
Borrow something from the nurse. I don't want to borrow from the nurse.
He's like, I know she has like at least like five rolls of chapstick.
He's like, borrow it from the nurse.
Gross. It's just
And then Kip just hangs up on him.
yeah. He's like, gosh.
Oh, and that's when they panned the principal walking the
With fucking Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah.
Show Pedro
He's like, is
around.
that a new kid?
Can you show Pedro to his locker?
And he shows him to his locker, and he's like, "Is this when he's talking about he has bow staffing skills?"
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, no, it might be later when he's talking about like asking a girl to the dance.
Well, that's maybe.
Or I think he's talking about a bunch of random.
Oh
shit.
no, he's saying that there's gangs in the school.
Yeah.
He's like, a bunch of gangs have been trying to recruit me in the school because I have sweet bow staffing skills. And he's just like, what? And then,
Is that when they go to lunch?
well, no, I don't know, because I know like they do the bike scene pretty shortly after.
Yeah.
He's talking about his bike. Oh no, he asked him if he rides the bus to school.
Yeah.
And Pedro's like, no,
I ride my bike.
I ride my bike. And then he's like showing him his bike, and he's like, oh, dude, this bike's sweet. I bet you can do some pretty sick jumps off
And
this
it's
thing.
just like the most basic of ramps.
He's like, he does the jump. He's like, bro, you got like 3 feet of air.
And he's like, can I try one?
The board breaks.
He's like, oh, he just grabs his crotch and like falls into the grass. He's like, oh God.
It's so fucking good, dude. It's so funny.
Then they're back at the house. His grandma makes him go feed the
Go feed what?
Tina.
What is she?
Tina,
A
go
mom?
get your dinner, you fat tub of lard.
girl.
And she's like, I'm going out for the night and
With my friends
with
or
my
whatever.
friends or whatever. Yeah. And then she says that like they got
And-
steaks.
Well, we're out of steak, but Lyle's gonna come over in the morning to take care of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when he feeds it. Then it pans to the next day, and he's going to the bus, and that's when you see Lyle on the field. He's like, "Hi, Lyle,"
Yeah.
and then he just has like a shotgun.
Aimed right at the cow, and the bus goes by and he shoots the cow.
All the kids go, "Ah!"
Like, I was watching that with Grace, and I was like, "What an educational moment!"
Right. You want to see how the
Cool.
beef is made?
Pretty sure that's not normally how they do it.
No, not in front of everybody, but it was still funny. And then that's when I think we cut to lunch. After that, I think. So I don't think there's anything that morning.
When he gets the tater tots?
Yeah, 'cause I don't think.
Well, no, because he meets Debbie at some point.
Oh, that's before he goes back to school the next day. It's after that first day of school. Debbie comes over and is like, we're trying to do glamour shots.
Oh, no, she's selling
little like bracelet
keychain.
keychain things. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she talks about like doing the glamour shots that
Yeah,
she does.
'cause she shows him the picture of that
Yeah,
girl.
She's like, "Do you want to look like this?" He's like, "But I'm a guy.
I'm a guy.
This is a girl."
And then she gets all flustered and just like runs away, leaves all her shit on the fucking porch.
Did we miss the Rex Kwon Do part?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck yeah, it might be that day
Yeah,
too.
that might be that day.
Because he's like,
That might be after Debbie.
I think it's after
Yeah, because he's watching. His brother's like, "Can you wheel me into town?"
Yeah,
with
and
the
then-
bike.
Yeah.
This episode is definitely going to be a lot really choppy because this
Yeah.
movie's so fucking random.
Yeah.
It's so random,
Like-
and it's 20 years old, and none of us took notes because we've seen it so many times.
Right. But yeah, so he wheels them into town to like show him, and they both just sit down in there and fucking.
I love Diedrich Bader.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
Dude.
Bow to your sensei.
No. He's like, "I need some volunteers." And then Kip
Kip's
raises
just
his
like-
hand. He's like, "Yeah, you."
He goes,
bow to your sensei.
And then,
Bow to your sensei!
Dude, I love when he screams at him.
And he's talking like,
try to hit me.
hit me.
And like the fucking sweet kicks that Kip is trying to do. He's like,
Oh,
going
dude.
slow. He's like, "Oh, those are actually really nice."
And he's like, you get one free shot. And he tries that stupid sweep kick. And he jumps it and slaps the shit out of him. Yeah, dude.
and like he does it a couple more times. He just like slaps his shit. He's like, Kip's like, fuck,
Because he calls Napoleon something too, and it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Probably should have taken some notes.
Yeah, probably, but hey.
But
Hey,
it's funny.
fuck it. Hey. We're just a couple dogs doing dog shit.
But then they leave, and then Kip's like, "Well, that was a complete ripoff."
Yeah, because he also is like, break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist, walk away. He just hits his wrist really hard, and he's like,
Oh, he's walking away like, "Oh."
I love that guy uses the exact same voice to voice Hans Delgado
Yeah.
and Billy and Mandy. Everybody's cool.
Even the homies.
I love that meme.
And then they leave,
And that's when we cut to the next day.
and then the dude shoots the cow in front of the bus. Yeah. And then, when is the Happy Hands Club meeting?
That's the next day.
Yeah,
That's this
that
day?
might be before lunch then. It's that.
Yeah, because
Say hello.
and like it's so funny
That's
because
another
like,
one of those two where like the bullies look at it and are like, "What the fuck is going
and
on?"
Napoleon is like he knows the dance, but he's always like a little bit behind.
Fucking butterfly.
He does the fucking butterfly hands, and then I think it cuts to lunch. And what are him and they're talking about the school dance.
Yeah, because
Yeah, he's like, "Are you gonna ask anybody?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna ask her," and he points to like the most popular girl.
Yeah, because he's gonna ask
Summer Wheatley.
Summer Wheatley. Yeah,
He's like, "Summer Wheatley, how you gonna do it?" He's like, "I don't know. I'll probably make her a cake."
Make her a cake. And then he's like, "You gonna finish your tater tots?"
he's like, no.
he just fucking mittens all of them, bro,
Puts them in
and
his
shoves it in the
fucking-
goddamn pocket of his fucking Zubas, bro. Like, yeah, I literally like looked up
Yeah,
the pants, like 90s pants athletic wear, Zubas. Like,
because they are pretty cool.
they are
Yeah,
super
then he
cool.
walked up to Deb. It was just like, "Are you drinking 2% milk because you think you're fat?
You can totally drink whole if you want.
Because you're not."
Yeah, he's like, this is like trying to flirt with her. And she just kind of sits there, right?
And he's like,
Yeah.
I have your stuff in my locker if you want to come get it.
They're taking up my nunchuck room.
Take over my nunchucks.
Like, bro, what school you going to? They just let you bring nunchucks in.
Whatever fucking country ass town they're in, because it's definitely like a rural town.
Yeah.
And then so he gives it back to her. Oh, because before that, when they're talking about the dance, he's got that picture that he got from Deb. He's like, "Yeah, this is my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
She lives like 2 states away. She's driving. She's flying in for the dance."
He's like, yeah, I took her to get some glamour shots a couple years ago. And it's like, what?
And then so she gets her stuff out of the locker, and then
And they're in class, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and And then this other bully's like, hey Napoleon, let me get some of your tater tots.
Yeah,
Like,
because
no.
Napoleon starts like they're doing something, and he slowly unzips his pants.
Yeah, and like it's
starts-
funny how crunched they are too. He's like, it's just like so noisy. He's like,
Yeah.
and he only eats like half a tater tot too. He's like,
Yeah. And then he's like, Napoleon, let me get some of your tots. And Napoleon
No.
goes, no.
I didn't get to eat at lunch. I'm
I
fucking
don't need
starving.
anything today. Get your own. And then he fucking kicks the tater tots, bro.
Gosh,
Gosh. Gross! It's like, what the fuck? God dang. Freaking idiot. It's just gonna be us saying that a lot.
And then that's what I think. After that's when we cut to his grandma in the sand dunes driving a fucking 4-wheeler. She goes off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, she goes off a cliff and like lets go and falls.
Which I totally forgot it was Mac's mom.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bro,
All
it's
of a
Max.
sudden in
When she walked into the house the first time, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that was Mac's mom.
I've seen a few episodes of Always Sunny. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah.
And that's so she fucking breaks her body, and she calls Uncle Rico to come stay while
And
she's
he's
in the
fucking.
hospital.
This is when he's out there in the field, like the
Yeah.
first time, like throwing the football.
He's like, you can left, you can right, throwing the football out for the camera.
It's fucking awesome. Like,
And then he gets the call, and then that's when he pulls up, and Napoleon's like, Uncle Rico, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, your grandma was on a date with a guy.
yeah, he's like, she broke her coccyx.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Yeah, with her boyfriend. He's like, there's a
Grandma-
lot of
Grandma
things.
has a boyfriend?
Grandma has a boyfriend? And he's like, sounds like there's a lot of things you don't know about your grandma.
The grandma gets around.
And then they realize he's staying, and he's like, you want to see this tape I made?
Oh my god.
And it's just him doing the tape from earlier, but he's just like throwing the football, and like it's really weird because like he tells Kip to move over so they can all sit on the couch, but like there's like a chair right next to him. He could have just sat him. He's like, Kip, move over.
He just sits in the middle of this, between his nephews.
Yeah.
And then Kip's like, this is sweet.
And then Napoleon's like, this is the worst videotape I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's like, this is the worst videotape ever made.
Kip's like, you don't know that.
And then like Uncle Rico says something to him, and then Napoleon says the R word. But he gets up and like storms off.
And this is when he goes feeds Tina again, I think. 'Cause I think she's like, I think Rico's like, yeah, don't forget to feed Tina.
Yeah, because he doesn't insult the llama this time.
He just says, Tina, go get some ham.
Yeah.
So after this, Rico and Kip start their get rich quick scheme,
I'm selling fucking Tupperware or
selling
something.
fucking Tupperware.
Yeah.
And
he like takes my, and that's what he tells about LaFonda too. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are getting pretty serious.
he's like, she hasn't sent me a full body shot.
Yeah, like things are getting pretty serious. But
Doesn't mention the fact. I don't think he mentions her name yet.
that's like because I think they went to lunch a couple times.
Uh-huh.
But like his first one, he's just talking about having a girlfriend.
Because you have no idea that she's someone that you would not expect him to end up with.
Yeah.
Not to typecast, but I mean,
Yeah.
Like I mean, look at Kip's like a freaking
white scrawny nerd.
who uses the computer to IM. It was IM back then, I guess.
Yeah, because like he was talking about Rico was talking about the business plan. He was like, after 4, I got a video channel.
yeah.
He's like, oh, we'll just leave a little earlier then. He's like, well, or you could just how long is it usually like? He's like, oh, we're usually on for about 4 hours.
And he's like, your grandma just pay for that?
I'm like, yeah, pay by the minute. And he's like, yeah, she gets pretty mad at me when I'm on there for a while.
And he like talks mad shit to Kip. He's like, I wouldn't fly if it's my house.
Kick your ass. But then like I think they cut to the next day. That's when he's drawing the Liger with Betty, right?
Deb.
But
Yeah.
She's like, what are you drawing?
He's like, oh, it's a liger.
it's my favorite animal.
It's a lion.
Mixed with a tiger.
Are ligers even real? I don't think they
I don't
are.
think so.
Yeah.
Research department, thumbs up, thumbs down. Are they real?
We're getting in the middle. So
We're
they
getting
might
a
be
maybe,
real.
so...
Maybe if we breed them.
Nobody
maybe
has
it'll
a
happen.
fucking clue, actually.
I guess I'll take the research department.
Well, I think research department's looking it up right now. Just give them a second.
Yeah.
Research department's looking it up.
Oh, they are real? Hell yeah.
Ligers are real.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Napoleon didn't make those up.
Holy shit balls.
I really thought ligers were fake. Like,
This whole time I thought they were non-existent.
thank you, research department.
Oh, because I forgot.
Thank you.
I think this day, that day at school, Pedro wasn't.
Yeah, because he was at home because he was sick.
Yeah, because I know he calls his house while they're talking about their business plan.
Yeah.
He's like, is Pedro there?
She's like,
Who is this?
no, who is
Napoleon Dynamite?
Who?
I thought that was a little later.
No, because he calls his house twice. Because he does call again later on.
Yeah, But then Pedro actually answers.
I thought it was after he got rejected. But he doesn't really get rejected because he also takes...
Well, no. Oh, yeah, we forgot about that part because he drops off the cake at some point, too. And then...
Oh, yeah, that was after school, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause that's when he was, like, playing tetherball, and then Summer just walks up to him. She's like, hey, give this to...
And I never understood that. Like, was she going to say yes? Or because he didn't give him that note. I don't... Because they never show him giving him the note.
Yeah, it was just a cake.
Well, they talk
No,
about...
the note that she gives him.
Well, they talk about it, too, though, because...
But he's like, yeah, Summer said no. But
Yeah.
I was like, we never saw either of them open that letter. So, like, was he lying to Pedro? I've always wondered that.
Napoleon does open the letter.
Yeah, he opens it. It says no.
It says no, and it has the exclamation marks with hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he opens the letter, and it says no,
Yeah.
for sure.
How did I miss it?
I think he opens it, like, immediately, like
Yeah.
Napoleon does. Like, he's a nosy fuck.
Oh, okay.
Which I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
But he's not told about it because Pedro also asked Deb,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she says yes.
That's right. He's like, I asked Deb.
And then,
Yeah.
and then he's telling Napoleon that he should ask somebody to the dance, and he's like, I don't even know how. I don't have any skills.
I don't have any skills. I don't have any...
I don't have good nunchuck skills, bow staffing skills. And it's like, bro, what?
Pedro's like, but you have good drawing skills. And he's like, oh yeah, I do. He's like, you could totally draw a girl a picture.
Yeah, I think I'm like the best I've seen, honestly.
In that town, he might be. I don't know.
Well, the bar's pretty low in that town.
Yeah.
When it pans, he just kind of just flips through the yearbook, I guess, and finds a random girl.
Yeah, and it's the girl, she was in Happy Hands with him. Because you've seen her already.
Yeah.
You saw her in the Happy
Trisha.
Hands part.
Trisha. And he starts drawing her.
Yeah, because they don't show much of it, but like, I remember later we'll get there when he gives her the drawing. It's fucking unhinged.
It's not it.
Yeah, because he goes to knock on their door, and then
Uncle Rico's already there trying to sell Tupperware.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's in a bit though.
Well, we've missed.
Yeah.
because you missed him selling to the first
Well,
fan.
before that, they get the glamour shots first. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they go get glamour shots. Rico and Kip go get
yeah.
glamour shots from Deb.
Yeah.
Because they get name tags, because Kip's like, oh, it'd be so official.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good. And then, like, Rico does, like, that weird pose. Or something.
Yep.
It's basically Dylan's sex face.
Yeah.
It's fucking
But
awesome.
in like the thinker's pose.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he's at that house, which this part's pretty fucking funny.
It's fucking funny, because like it's such a weird dynamic with that fucking couple. He's like, here, go ahead and give that a. Well, first he's like, I have this model sailboat, and it's like, oh, if you buy the 24 set, it comes with the sailboat. And the wife's like, I really want that. He's like, what the fuck? He's the weirdest shit. He's like, hey, why don't you try tearing that for me, big boy?
Yeah, I know.
And
he
like,
grabs
just
it,
watching, he's like, I can't do
starts
it.
struggling.
And his wife looks so ashamed.
He's like, I can't do it. He's like, yeah, no, you're right, you can't do it.
I don't know if I could break a Tupperware
I
part.
know, it's hard to fucking do.
Yeah, those are dirty.
But just don't back over it with a fucking
Oh,
van.
man,
I fucking love that.
Dude, whenever Kip runs over the other one.
He's like, he's trying to do the same thing. He's trying to like test the strength. He puts it behind the van and drives over it, and it just fucking instantly shatters.
Yeah, bro.
And he's like, dang it! And he just drives away.
He goes, dang it! He leaves, bro. It's awesome.
Which Watch Mojo taught me that wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, it wasn't supposed to snap, but it just shatters. And so, like, he panics and just drives off. Ugh, I love bloopers that make it into films.
Yeah, that's just hilarious.
But then that's when we cut to Napoleon going to ask her out.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Rico's there trying to sell Tupperware.
Oh, yeah, he's like, that's my nephew.
Yeah, he still wets the bed.
He still wants to bet, and she feels bad for him. The mom
Yeah.
feels bad for him.
So when he gives her the drawing, and that we get that scene where she opens it up and it just looks fucking terrible.
Well, before that, though, it cuts to Napoleon being back at home, and he's got Kip in a headlock. And he's like, what is Uncle Rico doing at my girlfriend's house? And it's like, what? And he's like, oh. And then they come in, and that's when they're talking about how much money they made. Because Uncle Rico's like, well,
I made $240.
Yeah, he's like, I just made $120. Like, and Kip's like, I made $75 today. And then he's like Napoleon. It's like, you're the only one around here not making any money. Why don't you go out there and feed Tina?
Gosh. And that's when it cuts back to the mom. She opens the picture and it just fucking sucks. And the mom's like, you're taking that boy to that
You're
dance.
taking that boy to that dance.
Because she feels so bad for him.
What a movie.
It's a great movie.
Oh, yeah, it's where fucking, I guess, Napoleon, because he said he's not making any money, he tries to, like, go do this job for the weekend. And it's like, they have to, like, go help with the chickens or whatever. And he's like, do they have really sharp talons? And the
And
fucking...
that guy's like, I don't know what you just said.
I don't know what you just said to
I
me.
don't understand what you just said to me.
The talons, are they sharp? He's like, I don't understand you.
And then it's just him like messing with the chickens.
Yeah,
Shows
yeah.
him putting them in the thing.
Yeah, at first they're like, yeah, go ahead and do that, and then we'll have some lunch ready for you boys.
Yeah, we'll have some lunch
And
ready
then
for
he
you
just
boys.
cracks a bunch of eggs and just puts it in a jar.
Oh,
And that's
And
the
stirs
drink,
it.
bro. And
He stirs it and just...
he's like,
that's good.
It looked like Sunny D, but with eggs in it.
It really does.
Gross.
It's weird,
And
yeah.
then it's these like little sandwiches with gnats all on them. And like at first I was like, no one's gonna eat that, right? And then Napoleon just walks up, starts eating the fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
And like everybody else gets a sandwich. I'm like, it's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah, one of them's eating a fucking hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
Bites into it. He's like,
And then Napoleon drinks the drink. He's like,
Oh, and also the old farmer dude, what's his name? Clive?
yeah.
He looks out into the distance and he's like, remember, like fucking, and he's like,
Like, what the fuck?
and then he tries to drink the hard-boiled egg, and he's like,
But the other guy's just chugging his.
because like they the guy that starts talking, he doesn't know that they're still filming. He just thought they were just like off, you know.
really?
He just starts talking to him. He's like, "Hey man, there's a fucking thing over there. You get arrowheads or whatever."
Yeah.
And then so like they're all just still in character because I think the other ones realize they're still filming and they're just like, "Okay." And that's when Napoleon drinks it. He's like, "What?" He just fucking almost throws up.
Awesome.
And then it cuts to him counting the change, right?
Yeah, he's like,
he's like, I don't have my checkbook, but I can pay you in change.
Yeah, but I guess I have to pay in change.
The $6. That's like $1 an hour.
I know, he's like, $6? It's like $1 an hour. Which is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Because I worked on that blackberry farm, so I feel the pain. I'll think like $6 an hour though.
And then that's when they cut to the girl calling Napoleon back to be like, I'll go to the dance with you.
Yeah. Then she
Because he's like, is Napoleon there? He's like, yeah. She's like, well, can I speak to him? He's like, you already are.
yeah.
Like,
and then like her mom's sitting with her on the couch, and she's like drawing the shape of like the picture, and she's like,
oh yeah, I like your picture.
it's hanging up in my room right now. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, probably hanging in the fucking trash can.
Yeah, probably.
Also, don't forget that on the picture, he also made sure to write her name in big blocky letters that say Trisha. Remember?
Yeah.
So she knows that it's her. You know?
So it's not like a gorilla or something. It looks like a little monkey or something.
Yeah, it's a weird looking thing. It looks like kind of looks like Gollum.
Yeah,
From
but with
Lord
hair.
of the Rings. Yeah.
But anyway, and after that, that's because I think Pedro's there when he calls him, and then they go looking for a suit. He's like, "Oh, what are you gonna wear?" He's like, "I think my dad has a suit for me, but you should probably get a suit."
He's like, "Oh, with a dress shirt," and then they go get that sweet brown suit.
Because it's like they don't show the suit in that scene, but they show them looking at it like, "Oh yeah, that'll look awesome."
Dude, whenever we worked at the theater, I used to play GTA with the manager. I would always, whenever we had to do like a heist, I would always choose that fucking suit to wear, and I'd always get shit on for it.
The brother Napoleon of Dynamite.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, man, does that brown ass fucking suit.
It's Napoleon Dynamite, bro.
Yeah, so like sometimes whenever I'm bored, I just throw that suit on my character and just walk around town, killing people in it.
It's a sweet fucking suit.
It is pretty nice, dude. Because they go to that shot where he's walking down the street with it, and I was like, bro, it looks fucking cool.
He looks fly as hell, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Uncle Rico, can you take me to the dance?"
He's like, I gotta go sell this. I gotta go close this deal
Yeah.
in an hour. And he's like, well, could you just take me with you, then drop me off after?
He was like, "We have to pick up Trisha too."
Yeah.
Well, then they get there, like he's just fucking not fucking.
He goes inside and he makes Napoleon sit out there for forever.
Yeah.
It's like 5:44, and like I think he needed to get Trisha at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he just fucking, he looks back and he's like, gosh, and he just fucking takes off running down the road.
Yeah, dude, the run. I was
The
like,
run.
the run.
And then he's driving, and then Pedro's
cousins pull
show
up with their fucking Chevy.
Yeah, they're
with the fucking hydraulic.
Yeah.
And they go to pick up Trisha. And he's like, what? He's like, what the hell's in my driveway? He's like, oh, it's my ride. Because that dad's from something. Her dad is from something. Because I looked at him, I was like, oh, I know that guy from other stuff.
I love how dead inside she looks in the car.
Yeah, and it's so funny because he sits in the back and she sits in the front.
Yeah, because like it's Napoleon and the other cousin in the back seat.
Yeah, like everyone looks like they're having a good time except for her.
Yeah. So anyway, I remember they get to the dance and they go sit down for a second because I guess she's trying to like stay with him so she doesn't piss her mom off or whatever.
Yeah.
And like she sees her friends over in the distance. She's like waving at him.
Yeah, they're waving for her to come
Get the fuck over here, fuck him. And then like Napoleon pretends like he's waving to Pedro, but they're all Pedro and Deb, but they're already dancing, so he's just like waving at nobody.
Yeah.
And then
he's like, "Do you want to go dance near my friends?"
and that's when she gets up and goes to her friends.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna go to I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I guess. And then while he's in the bathroom, like he can tell her looking back, like, well, Napoleon's not over there. So then they go fuck off to whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
And then she basically ditches him. And he comes out of the bathroom.
He puts either like dip in or like
because I think he swallowed too, so I was really confused too.
He just swallows it.
Yeah, whatever it was.
It's either Big League Chew or like actual like tobacco.
I think it's Big League Chew.
Yeah. And then he goes, and then Pedro and Deb are like, "Oh, you having a good time?" He's like, "I guess."
And then Pedro's like, "If you want, I'll let you dance with Deb or something."
Yeah.
And then
He's like, I like your sleeves. They're real puffy.
I made it myself.
and then it's a fucking time after time.
Time
If you fall, I will get you.
I will be waiting.
Time after time.
Oh yeah, because whenever they get there, Forever Young's playing.
Yeah, I was jamming to that too, bro. Not the Jay-Z version.
A couple years before that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, man, this movie has a pretty good soundtrack.
It really does, yeah, actually.
Starts off with the White Stripes. I mean,
Yeah, bro.
It's got a good soundtrack.
It's the weirdest White Stripes song, but I mean, hey, it's still the White Stripes.
And they dance.
Conan O'Brien uses it for his podcast.
That's cool.
Called
Fuck yeah.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
And then they go
Makes sense.
into Feature Us. Feature Us, Conan.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Conan.
I love Conan.
Yeah, I said Conan.
The barbarian. But anyway, so while they're dancing, Pedro goes to get a drink of the water fountain, and that's when he sees the class president sign.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna run for class president.
Yeah, and he was like, I can help you because I got sweet skill.
Yeah.
We can pass out the flyers, and I'll dry them up for you.
Dude, I had a shirt years ago that said "Vote for Pedro" on.
You had to vote for Pedro shirt?
Bro, I kind of want to bring one back. We should all buy one.
Dude,
I thought about getting one last night, I'm not gonna lie. And
Same.
if we did video, I would have totally bought one.
Same, dude.
You know?
Dude.
Same.
You know, mom, maybe they'll have one, maybe. Because, like, it's more vintage now, because no one really fucks with this movie anymore. If not, the internet exists.
Sure.
I'm sure someone on Etsy has them.
Amazon probably had one.
But anyway, so, like, it cuts to the
Hey,
next...
research department, will you guys look up and see if Vote for Pedro's shirts are still a thing?
we'll let you buy one if you do.
Sick.
So what's next after?
I think it's when they have the time machine.
There's still a thing. The research department found them.
Damon Clutch.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, shout out the research department.
Whenever there's two research departments,
It works.
people,
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
they actually do their
They
do
actually do their fucking job.
Whenever it's just one, they slack
All I'm
hard.
saying is the new one is.
The new one's coming in clutch more than the old one.
Apparently, there's also a hat and a Pedro Napoleon 24.
2024? Oh shit, that might actually be the move.
Yeah. Am I gonna write it? Am I gonna write John Heder?
Fuck yeah, dude. I might. Fuck it, bro. Napoleon Dynamite. But yeah, so Napoleon gets home and he's like, "What is this thing on the table?" And Kip's like, "Oh, that's
It's a
Uncle
time
Rico's.
machine."
It's a time machine."
Puts it on. He's like, "Does it work?"
He's like, you put the date in there, or whatever, and then he's like, "Oh, well, plug it in." And like, because like he put it in between your fucking legs,
Yeah.
and he put this little helmet on, and Kip plugs it the fuck up. And he's just like, turn it off! And then Uncle Rico walks in. He's like, I don't think it works. And Uncle Rico's like, yeah, I know it doesn't work. And then that's when they cut to the hardware store, and like he's walking with a limp because it was, I guess, a fucking fried his testicles or something.
Because he picks up the 24-pack of margaritas. He's like, damn it, I said the 12-pack.
I don't have the money for that, Napoleon.
And then like they're up at the checkout counter, and he has like the fun pack of chips. He was like, man, I told you to pick one. We can't afford the fun pack.
If fucking Summer Wheatley works there, and she's just laughing at him. That's another reason why like Napoleon gets really pissed off. He's like pissing him off or whatever.
Well, Uncle Rico's a fucking dickhead.
He is a dickhead, but he means well.
He's a sweet mustache.
I think he means well to an extent.
Yeah,
But,
but
like-
he don't give a shit about these kids.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I think he's just happy to have a place to fucking stay for a while.
Yeah, that's not his fucking van.
Yeah, out in the middle of
He's got
nowhere.
a sweet van though.
That's a
Oh,
cool
yeah.
van.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got a sweet van.
and I think after that they do the FFA shit.
Yeah,
Which is
okay.
pretty funny
Yeah.
because like he's really good at guessing. Because I think they both get medals. Because he gets a medal for like guessing what's wrong with
The milk.
milk.
He's like, this milk's tested with bleach. It's like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this one tastes like
Onions.
the cow was fed onions.
Yeah, he's like, it took too long in the onion patch. It's like, what?
And that's when he gets like fucking a gold medal for that shit.
And then Pedro's like talking about the fifth udder on the cow.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, because so it was like a small udder.
yeah.
And like on the same day, they're passing out buttons for like summer to be.
Oh, dude, this part fucking made me laugh
Yeah,
so hard.
this is shit I would do. Because the bully from earlier like is talking to him like, oh, you gonna vote for Summer? He's like, no, I'm not gonna vote.
I think that the bully is Summer's boyfriend. Or
Yeah.
something.
He's like, I'm not gonna vote for her. Gosh, she freaking sucks.
I'm voting for Pedro.
Yeah.
And then
He starts to walk away. He's like, whatever. He's like, wait. Can I have one of those buttons? He's just like, I guess. He just fucking takes it and fucking
he
throws
hands it
it.
to him and he just chucks it.
And then he fucking runs away. He like Naruto runs away. He's like,
That's something I would do. Those
fucking, oh fuck, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, Napoleon runs away.
He like runs up the stairs.
Yeah.
Is that when they pan to like Pedro outside playing with the pinata that looks like her?
Not yet. No, I think that's when I think this is when he starts talking about LaFonda when they go to lunch. He actually tells her name and like what's
Yeah.
going on with it.
LaFonda.
Fonda.
LaFonda, she's she's really cool.
Yeah, she's like coming down from Detroit or whatever. That's what he's been raising money for to get her down there.
Yeah.
So things are getting pretty serious. I still use that GIF every now and again. Because I remember like the key moments from the movie. I remember like every time I got to that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Because they're bowling one night too. Because he's like, yes.
Yeah, I use that one all the time. I think that's when they're still like, because it wasn't that big of a scene, so I kind of forgot about it.
I think that's when
they're just talking about like how they're gonna do.
They're talking about the business, and he's like, let's go somewhere more private.
Yeah, and then they go
And
bowling.
they go to the fucking bowling alley.
It's real fucking private.
Because they don't want fucking Napoleon to hear. It's so fucked up.
And then like I think it cuts to fucking Pedro. Like he's talking to Napoleon. He's like, oh yeah, I got home last night and my head really burned. So I got in the bath, but then I realized like I'm in the bath, so it's like it's not doing anything for my head because my head's what's hot.
He was like, my head is what's hot. My hair's making me hot. And he shaves his. There's like a manic Britney Spears moment in the kitchen.
Shaves his fucking
This
head.
is pre-Britney Spears manic.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pedro started this. Hey.
So that's why Brittany did it. Probably she was watching Napoleon Dynamite. It's like,
like,
I'm having a breakdown.
That's a good fucking idea.
Because he's sitting outside like with his hood like tight all the way.
Why do you have your hood on like that?
I'm embarrassed.
And he was like, whoa, we can go get some wigs.
Yeah, they go to
Napoleon to
Deb.
Deb.
They're like, oh, this is the perfect one.
Dude, whenever they put that wig on, I'm fucking lost.
It's like I totally forgot
ridiculous.
that happened because I was like, oh yeah, he does have different hair.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny.
I can't remember what he says. He says that it'll make Pedro look like something, and it's like something really stupid. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, it's gonna make him look like a medieval something.
Medieval warrior.
Yeah, something like that. And it's like, what?
What?
Oh yeah, like they have that weird moment too where they like touch hands real quick, him and
Oh,
Deb.
because they're reaching for the wig.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry.
But anyway, then they start putting up the fucking flyers everywhere.
Yeah, because like Summer had already put the flyers out. They were just putting flyers on top of hers.
And then fucking he puts one in the fucking urinal. It's like, what the fuck?
That's the pinata.
Yeah, I think that's when it cuts. And they have that one jump cut too, where they do that fucking hand thing, like from
Predator?
yeah, or no, Total Recall, where like they freeze frame on them doing their fist bump. Yeah,
I thought that was Predator.
no, it's
Son of a
Total
bitch.
Recall. You son of a bitch.
Word, my bad.
And then this is where they start passing out those bracelets that Deb makes.
Yeah.
Like, vote for Pedro, vote for Pedro. And then that fucking bully from earlier that squashed his tot starts bullying this other guy. And
For lunch
And he's
money.
like, if you vote for Pedro, Pedro will protect you, or whatever.
yeah, and then and like it cuts to that guy trying to steal his bike later, and then his fucking cousins just pull up and they're like,
and they
they're
just
shaking their
shake
head no, like
Shake their head no.
don't fucking do it. And the guy just runs away because he's a little bitch.
To be fair, if that happened to me, I'd also be terrified.
Same, but it's a good way to get someone to vote for you.
Yeah. I did not use fear in my campaign.
That's good.
But I also lost.
You also
votes.
lost, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it might have
lost 6
worked.
votes, so shut up.
I really feel like if my entire target demographic would have voted for class president, I would have won.
Right.
Yeah, like a good majority of mine did. But I'm also thankful I didn't, because then I'd have to play in the high school.
I tried to get the lesser man, you know what I'm saying? I tried to
Hey.
appeal to that common crowd.
Yeah.
I did too.
I know.
The people's champion.
With the band,
Exactly.
the band nerds, the theater nerds, which
Yeah,
I was a
bro.
part of. The
I tried to
chorus
get in
nerds.
those fuckers, you know what I'm saying?
So, see, I was in 2 out of 3 of them.
Fuck yeah.
I was in chorus and in theater. So
See, I was able to win over like some people because, like, it was, you know, I had friends. You had friends.
Yeah.
We had friends.
Yeah.
We were friendly guys.
I lost.
Friendly
'cause-
dude.
I lost because someone already had the JROTC crowd.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big crowd.
Well, you know,
That
they
is
thought
a
they
big
were cool
crowd.
as shit on Wednesday, and then they got to walk around in their little uniforms.
I
Yeah.
only wanted to do the announcements at the end of the school day. That's the
Right.
only reason I wanted it. I didn't know I was gonna have to play in the high school reunion.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I
So
just
in
did it because you
retrospect-
did it.
In retrospect, it's probably a good thing you lost.
Because like my English teacher, that was also the teacher for the Tiger Eye. He was just like, "Hey man, you know you're gonna have to play in all the reunions." And he's like, "Trust me, I'm in that situation. You don't want to be in that situation." I was like, "No, I thought I just got to read the announcement." He's like, "No, you do get to do that."
It's a lifelong commitment, I guess.
He was like, "No, but you got to plan." He was like, "I don't plan them."
I just wanted to see if I could get the dub.
Right? Yeah,
Same.
just to see if I could, bro.
I was 6 months away. I was pretty close.
I can't remember what I came in. I was in like third, but I think it was close.
But anyway,
Sorry for that
little
long
tangent
tangent.
there. After that is when LaFonda comes to town.
Yeah, she gets off the bus, and it's just like that's not who we thought.
Yeah, not at all. But like, I mean, to be fair, like they get along pretty well.
She gives Kip that awesome fucking
Eagle necklace.
eagle piece, bro.
That's
Dude.
fucking
I
cool.
saw that and I was like, bro, that's
That
fire.
is pretty fire. But, like she gets off the bus and she's like freaking out. She's like, "Oh, there you are!" Like you can tell they're like it's not like they weren't like catfishing each other, even though this wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
You could tell they clearly were the people.
They said they were.
Yeah, but since he spent all his time with LaFonda, that's when Uncle Rico starts selling something else. He starts selling like this breast augmentation.
Yeah.
And he runs into Trisha. And he's like, hey, can you give this to your mom? Tell her to pass them around. And it's like these flyers for fucking.
Yeah.
Because I think the whole time the movie's trying to paint, they're trying to get you to think that maybe he's like a predator, but like no, he's just really fucking awkward with
Yeah,
people.
he's like a really weird guy.
Because like he's talking to her, and they're like, "Oh, is he trying to like?" After you realize it's boob thing, he's like, "Oh, you guys call me if you need anything, and if you need some too." And it was like, that's a little weird.
That was a little weird.
And they have a weird moment with Deb later that we'll get to, where like you think it's gonna happen one way, but he's like, "Oh no, he was just trying to fuck with Napoleon."
Yeah, he's literally just trying to be a dickhead to Napoleon.
Yeah, because like, it's funny they keep posing him as that, but he's not. He's just fucking being an asshole to people. Man, so he drives away.
And then they shove all those flyers for that breast augmentation on Napoleon's locker.
Yeah.
Ew.
And this fucking scene's hilarious because he just fucking throws a fucking melon at fucking
Oh
Uncle
yeah,
Rico's
and Uncle
car.
Rico's fucking van,
He's like,
bro.
what the fuck? He's like puts it in park and he gets out and like fucking runs after him. So the fuck you throwing shit in my car, Napoleon?
Then he throws they have that weird standoff where he's got another one in his hand.
He throws it.
So hits him in the leg. He's like, what the?
And he's got him in the head like he's like, all my everybody at school thinks I'm a freaking idiot.
Yeah. We also forgot.
And then he fucking checks him and fucking jumps over the fence
Yeah.
and falls on his
The
face.
way he jumps over
And then he
the
falls on his ass.
We also forgot about the part, and it was like way earlier in the movie. I just couldn't remember exactly where it was. But there's that one part where Uncle Rico is like standing there and he's like, "Look at those mountains. Bet you gotta throw a football over there." Yeah. And it's like, what?
What are you on about, bro?
Oh, yeah, because we forgot the part where he's like, hey man, watch this, and just picks up.
Throws the
kid's
fucking steak at Napoleon.
Hits him right in the face. He's like, what the hell? He's like, oh, what the heck?
Gosh,
God, what the
idiot!
I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro. He's like, man, look at those mountains. And then they also, like, we didn't mention, Uncle Rico buys a time machine because the first time that they're talking, when they first go to lunch, he's talking about how he wishes he could go back.
Right,
He's
yeah.
like, man, if I could go back, the coach
Man.
just put me in fourth quarter. We would have took state.
Back in 82.
Back
It's
in
like, bro,
For sure we would have, buddy.
they just put me in fourth quarter.
But then this is when LaFonda gives it that really cool fucking eagle piece.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird because he takes his fucking shoe off and like strokes her foot with his foot.
With his
It's
sock.
so fucking weird.
Yeah,
dude.
bro, he's got those, like,
Nerd socks.
nerd socks.
So like old man socks because they're like really like thin,
Tube
like
socks.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. But like, and then she uses like this hella cool eagle piece.
Dude, that eagle piece is sweet, and
It
he fucking
really
puts
is.
it on. And it basically, like, changes him, you know?
Yeah.
Because a little later, he changes stylistically
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. Like,
And then I think that's when we cut to Napoleon fucking just looking at the. Oh no, this is the pinata finally.
okay.
When they cut to the pinata, they're just fucking whacking a pinata of summer.
And then, doesn't Pedro get pulled in the office for
Yeah,
it?
He was like, I don't know how they do it in your country.
how they
but
do it
here-
down in Juarez.
Yeah.
He's like, but here we have respect. I was like, whoa.
And then cuts and Deb's like, you didn't get disqualified, did you? He's like, no, I just had
Put
to.
the flyers down.
Yeah, for a penalty. He's like, I don't understand because like in Mexico we
We do this all the time.
he said we can't hit pinatas of real people, but we do it all the time. Like it's a fun thing. And that's when Napoleon's at the Goodwill and he finds this really cool sai, like Ninja Turtle style.
Yeah. Like puts it through his belt loop.
Yeah, bro.
It still looks pretty cool.
And then he buys, like, a dancing video or whatever.
Yeah, to learn fucking sweet ass dance moves, which come in clutch later in the movie.
Because then it pans to him like in his room with like his door like half cracked, and you
Yep.
just see him put the tape.
And he's
in.
got, like, a unicorn crossing fucking thing on
Yeah.
it.
Pegasus crossing.
Pegasus crossing, that's right.
And then
It's
like LaFonda's in the kitchen.
No, she's in the living room and he comes out to the kitchen because the phone's
Yeah.
ringing, ain't it?
No, he goes to get Gatorade.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just like the way he drinks that Gatorade is fucking gross.
And he's
Yeah.
drenched in
Yeah.
sweat.
She's like, why are you sweaty? And he was just like, practicing some dance moves. And she like pulls out like a cassette tape. She's like, hey,
Yeah.
you might like some of this.
Yeah, my cousin made it.
Yeah.
and that's when Kip comes out dressed in like a fucking do-rag and like a fucking jean jacket.
All right, so I know we're not the authority on this, but is that cultural appropriation?
I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because I feel like LaFonda has like not like pushed it on him, but like LaFonda was like, maybe this would look good on you, and like I mean for the most part he kind of pulls it off.
He does. He looks
Yeah.
fucking sweet, dude.
I feel like if anything if he was doing anything wrong, I feel like LaFonda would have been like, maybe don't do that.
That's true, but it's also 20 years ago.
That's true, yeah. We weren't as smart as we are nowadays
No.
with what's appropriate and what's not.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I think it's a sweet look.
It is pretty cool, especially for Kip. It kind of
Yeah,
works for him, like I
it
said.
works for him. Yeah, it gives him some identity.
Yeah.
Because he had none.
Right. And this is when Uncle Rico is trying to fuck with Napoleon by like pretending like he needs more headshots, and then he goes to Deb, and like you think he's like really being weird with
Towards
her.
Deb, yeah.
And he's like starts unbuttoning his shirt, like what the fuck, and then he pulls out the flyer for the breast augmentation.
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, Napoleon brought me down, told me to come down here because you might like this. Trying to fuck with Napoleon.
Yeah, because like I guess he knows that they're friendly.
Yeah, and then Napoleon, no, she calls Napoleon. He's like, if you think I need that, then maybe we shouldn't be friends anymore.
Yeah, he like ruins like the budding relationship. they
Yeah, he's
have.
like, what are you talking about?
You're a very shallow friend. That's what she calls him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you feel sad, bro. Goddamn.
Like, damn, bro. It's the only chance he had. And Uncle Rico stole it.
Yeah, bro.
Uncle Rico's an asshole.
Uncle Rico is trash.
And then he's like doing that video again. And Napoleon's like, Grandma called you. She said he wants you to leave. Well, she ain't told me. I was like, yeah, well, she just wants you here. Leave. He's like, if you don't want me here, call the cops. Well, I will. Gosh,
Get off my
idiot.
property.
And is that what he calls Pedro?
Yeah, he calls Pedro. Pedro's like, hello.
Oh yeah, and he tells Pedro, he's like,
Uncle Rico just ruined my life.
and he's like, I don't know what to say in my speech. That's what Pedro says.
Yeah.
And he's like, tell them if they vote for Pedro,
All their dreams will come
all
true.
their dreams will come true. Yeah.
Because then it's like the rally, I think, is next, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're cooking now.
Yeah, because now we're pretty much at the end of the movie.
Right, and so he goes to school, and this is when before that it cuts to because it goes back to Rex Kwon Do where he
Okay. I knew this part was coming up too.
he's trying to sell the breast stuff to this muscular woman, and like she's like, I just don't really know if I need that. And he's like, he's got these two pots, and he's like, he puts them over her breast, and he's like, you could be about right here.
And then as soon as he does that, bro,
Rex walks in. And you realize like they're together, and Rex is like, oh, what the hell?
Well, he talks about that lady during the scene where they're in the dojo.
Yeah.
He's like, you could go home to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember her name though. And it's like that picture of that giant muscular woman.
I was going to say Darla, but I know that's not right.
I don't even know if she has a name.
Muscle Man.
But he's like, yeah, come here, boy.
Go here, boy. And then you hear him like fighting.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to the rally.
Yeah, like
Summer's
giving her speech or whatever.
And you can tell she's such a shallow bitch.
Yeah, because she's like, I'll get 2 new pop machines. That's how you know it's the Midwest, too. They say pop. Because the other guy's like, give me 50 cents for a pop.
Well, it does take place in Idaho.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because he's like, give me 50 cents for a pop.
But, and then she's also talking about, I'll get new cheerleader uniforms. And
yeah,
it's like,
because it cuts to that, like, kind of nerdy fat kid. And he's like, that doesn't help me. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you can tell she just wants to do it for her, not for
she's
the
like,
actual school.
do y'all want to eat chimichangas every day?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, fucking racist bitch. Fuck her.
And then she walks away. And then they get ready for the skit.
Yeah, because she starts to do her skit, and he's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, you have to do a skit after your speech." And that's when Pedro's like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm screwed."
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know I needed to do a skit. And then Napoleon has that tape, like, because he
Yeah.
has headphones with
Yeah.
him. He's got the little tape deck,
Yeah.
and he knows.
He runs and gives it to the people while he goes up there for his speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, if you vote for me, all your dreams will come true.
Oh, and during the what don't they do like a Backstreet Boys? Isn't the Backstreet
Yeah,
Boys?
that's what
Yeah.
summer dances
they
too.
dance to.
Yeah, and then that's when you see
Bow,
that's
bow,
when,
bow,
that's when you basically see her boyfriend like cum his pants because he's like, yeah, you did
I
so
know.
good.
It's like I guess it would be like the late '90s, early aughts, maybe
Yeah.
because but it doesn't really give you specifics.
Because they use that thing that Napoleon's in, but only the girl, the hand.
Yeah, the Happy Hands.
Happy
Club
Hands, yeah,
or
but
whatever.
obviously not Napoleon because she's trying to use like sex appeal to win or whatever.
Right.
Because they're like doing they're doing hand motions to Backstreet Boys.
And then
Yeah, that's when Pedro does his speech. He's like,
Pedro does his
vote
speech.
for me.
He talks about FFA, like how he wants to do stuff for the FFA.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, like that was big in my school. Like my school fucking loved the FFA.
I feel like that shit was pretty big in
Yeah.
Ford too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where we live is basically country as fuck, so like everyone loves that. But then,
Farmers of America.
yeah, but that's when he's like, "Oh, let me go give this tape to the guy," and then he walks off. He's like, "All right, now it's time for the
And Pedro says, if you vote for Pedro,
all your dreams will come
all
true."
your dreams will come true.
And then he just walks off stage all defeated.
And then
And then he's like, "All right, it's time for Pedro's skit," and then Napoleon just walks out there.
So yeah, he comes on stage and there's like a spotlight on him. Fucking Jamiroquai starts playing.
That was a good fuck. I didn't know Jamiroquai had another fucking banger, dude. I was like, shit.
dance.
I added it to my playlist because I was like, oh shit, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jamiroquai had 2 songs that are actually good.
Yeah.
I don't even know
I
what
thought
that is.
He had the virtual insanity.
Virtual insanity
Nope.
always seems to know a new technology.
Nope.
Rearranging furniture. The fucking the floor moves slides.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You've never seen that video. yet.
No.
Huh.
Anyway, movie.
Learned something new today. Can't swim, doesn't know Jamiroquai. I'm just gonna keep adding these things to the list.
I can't ride a bike either, you fuck.
There's what. Thank you.
That makes two of us.
Well, at least I'm not a redhead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Napoleon starts fucking dancing his heart out.
I'm sorry, God. I love you.
I didn't even hear what you said, so don't fucking repeat it.
He was just laughing at what I said about you being a redhead.
Oh, okay, I thought you said something else afterwards.
No, I was just messing with my shoe for a second, then Dylan laughed. No, puppy.
Anyway, so Napoleon starts fucking dancing his little heart out, and it's pretty fucking good.
It's a fucking sweet dance.
Yeah.
He kills that shit. You know, you can tell he's been working his ass off, and it's kind of fire too, because it shows, you know, when he's doing the happy hands, can't dance for shit. But now my boy has come into his own fire dancer.
Yep.
Working hard, bro. Hard work pays off, Kyle.
Even if you're a redhead?
Even if you're a redhead.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You about to cry.
I might.
Yeah, you feel bad for it, don't you?
I feel bad. I feel like a bad friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you should make fun of me not knowing who Jamiroquai is.
I think that makes you a shallow friend.
I am.
What a baby.
I'll cry right now. Hey.
Do it. All right, we gotta finish this.
Okay, yeah, we do. Anyway, he
Tried to
dances.
cry, couldn't.
And he dances. I think that's when it pans to Summer and the Bully. They're just like they look like what the fuck, but then while it's stuck on her, everyone else just goes. Or it was I think Deb starts it. She's like. And like everyone starts fucking clapping and applauding.
It's a whole standing ovation.
Right?
Because it's fucking sweet.
It's a sweet fucking dance, bro.
And he just fucking runs off.
Oh wait, because the fucking the music, the song ends and he's still dancing. He's like, oh shit, the song ended.
Fucking bolts.
He fucking jumps on stage, and that's when we see him walking home from school, and Kip is going with LaFonda back to wherever she's from. They're gonna like go off together. She can kind of like
Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit.
He's going to have like a happy ending basically, where it cuts to him, and then it cuts to Uncle Rico doing his stupid shit again. And Grandma gets out of the hospital, kisses Tina,
And then it has Uncle Rico. He's like standing in a field, and some lady on a bike shows up.
Well, his arm's in a sling too.
Yeah, from where Rex Kwon Do broke his arm.
Because he's throwing with the other hand and it looks god awful.
Yeah.
I assume maybe he broke his wrist and walked away.
He probably did.
Break the wrist, walk away.
Break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist, walk away.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
But I don't. Who's that lady?
I don't know.
No
Is he-
idea.
I-
Just a random girl.
Okay, that's what I thought too. I was trying to think like, was it somebody sold Tupperware to or something? She just shows up on a bike and comes out there, and he's like,
I guess they didn't have anything else to give him at the end of the movie, so like
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have this bitch show up.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was her. Yeah, because they talk about that at lunch. How they're like, oh yeah, I broke up. He's like, I broke up with her.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, fucking.
Thanks, research department.
Nice.
Research department.
Hell yeah.
Department. Yeah.
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 You probably can't hear him anyway on the mic
I don't know. They might have
because
heard
they're
it.
so far away. So, but thank you.
They're good people.
I don't know if they want to be heard on the microphone. So if you heard them, cool. If you didn't, oh well. But at least we figured it out.
Jeff probably edited it out.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. You're
Yeah,
the best.
shouts out Jeff.
It's Pedro celebrating his win.
Yeah, like with
his
his
family.
family, yeah.
And his cousins in the background there. And then Napoleon's playing with the tetherball again. That's when Deb shows up. He's like, you want to play me?
Oh yeah, because that's a nice callback to earlier whenever he tries to get Summer to play with him.
And
She's like, no. And and then Deb shows up and she plays with him.
yeah, and then he fucking stunts on her.
Yeah,
fucking wins.
yeah.
He's like,
Because
yes.
at first he's like missing, bro.
Yeah.
And he just starts fucking that thing up, bro. He gets a rhythm going.
And then he wins. He's like, yes.
And that's like as it's pulling away to start
Yeah.
the credits.
And then there is an end credit scene.
crazy for 2004.
Yeah, for real. Super unheard of. Did Marvel pull off Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh shit.
Sounds like Britney Spears did.
So LaFonda and Kip are getting married in the post-credit scene, and then fucking Napoleon just shows up on a horse.
On a fucking horse.
It's like you can tell it's a few different shots of him just riding the horse, and he's like, and fucking Kip starts singing this fucking song after they get married.
Always and forever.
I love you. I love.
Because he's like mumbling singing.
He's like I love technology, but not as much as you. Always and forever.
Always and forever.
Yeah, it's so awkward. Everyone's like, Uncle
Because even
Rico-
LaFonda's like, what the fuck?
because her whole family is just like shaking their head.
Exactly, because when he says I do, that's what, I guess this guy who maybe wanted to get with LaFonda. He says I do, and she says I do. He's like, oh man, I don't have a like maybe he was waiting for the I object speech or whatever. She's like I do. He's like he puts his head in his hand like
Game over.
and then, but yeah, he's like I tamed a wild wedding stallion for you guys.
It's a pretty solid wedding gift.
Honestly, yeah. So he gets off, they get on, and then they ride away into the sunset. Movie juiced.
Movie juiced. Poor poorly to an extent.
Well,
at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Well, it's a random ass motherfucking movie. So
Yeah,
what do you
so
expect
goddamn
from us?
It is really random. Like not a random watch for us, just random in general. Like it's not really a plot.
Yeah, really not.
So,
You can definitely tell the budget was only $400,000.
Yeah, agreed for sure.
what would you rate the movie, Kyle?
Fuck man, I'm biased as shit. It's a 10, bro. It's funny as fuck, dude.
it's one of Dino's personal favorites, so I was also going with a 10.
Yeah, like,
I
it's like-
fucking love this movie so much. Like, it's dumb as shit. Don't get
really
me wrong.
is.
Like, I'm giving it a 10.
I have to, man.
It's like it's my childhood favorite movie.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just be a little contradictory to it, and I'll give it like a 9.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
I do like the movie a lot, and I've rewatched it a bunch, but it never made its way into like a comfort movie territory for
Oh,
me.
okay, that's fair. Because I rewatched it a bunch when I was younger, but I haven't really watched it in my like adult life in a while. So I think that's why if I had continued to watch it over the years, I probably would have been a little harsher on it. But like watching it again, bro, it's still just as funny as I remember.
See, like I remember I bought this movie on Blu-ray. I think I got it for $7 at Best Buy.
Hell, I don't have it on DVD because it's in like this little 4-pack of DVDs I have.
Yeah,
I had it on
with other
DVD.
movies.
I think I got it out of the 374 bin at Walmart.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I just bought it. I bought it like on a whim. So like I watched my Blu-ray copy of it when I watched
Yeah,
it.
because I think mine has like Napoleon, Dynamite, fucking role models. It's like a 4-pack.
Role Models is great.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie. Underrated.
Agreed.
Nobody ever talks about it.
No one ever talks about it.
People tend to avoid people in capes.
All right, well,
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we'll be back next week with a surprise. Who knows?
who knows? We might just cover Deadpool.
Yeah, well, I don't know how the episode order is going to be, but we'll
Maybe
be
we
back.
already covered Deadpool. Who knows?
Oh, that's true. I probably just gotta let them look back in the curtain a little bit.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
We should do that one too. I'm a glass case of emotions.
I just watched that movie the other day.
It's also a 20-year-old movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is. Anyway.
Veronica Corningstone and I had sex and now we're in love!
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, throw this burrito at me.
Time to give her 2 tickets to the gun show. Alright, we need to stop quoting a different movie.
Okay.
We
Finish up on this
we
one.
love you guys.
We'll be back next week with another episode of the Movie Juice Podcast. I've been Dylan.
I've been Kyle.
And I've been James. And one last time, this has been The Juice.